Hello, my name is Ryan Hicks, and today I'll be showing you how to make your very own duct tape cell phone case. The phone I'll be modeling today is a BlackBerry Pearl 8100. Okay, first of all, first thing you need to do is get some materials. You'll need some duct tape, any color will do. I have chosen red, white, and blue. You'll need some hanger wire and a magnetic strip. I took this off out of an old torn cell phone case. Then you need to go get some tools. You'll need 2 pairs of pliers. Needle nose work best, but any pliers will do. You will need a knife, a pair of scissors, a pen, and a ruler, and a nice smooth cutting surface. Okay, so let's get started. First thing we're going to want to do is make a duct tape sheet. Really what that is you're going to take 2 pieces of duct tape and stick them sticky side to sticky side. So you have two, both sides are out, don't have the sticky side showing. You need to take your dimensions of your phone. The easiest way to do that is to set it on your smooth surface, put the ruler up right next to it, and then get down and eyeball it. My phone is about 5/8 inch thick, about 2 inches wide, and about 4 1/4 inches tall. Now, when you first start to make your sheet, you want to make it long enough to where it'll wrap completely around your phone and have about 2 inches overhang. Give you some room to work with. So, the phone is 2 inches this way and 5/8 this way. So we're going to need 2, 4, 1.5, 5.5 inches just to go around the phone. So let's say 7.5 just to give us some working room. So each strip of duct tape will need to be 7.5 inches long. A word of precaution here. Whenever using scissors or knives, always remember to cut away from yourself. And little children, make sure to get your parents to help you whenever you're cutting.
Okay, so now we're starting to make our duct tape sheet. I'm starting with red. I am chosen to make this 8 inches long instead of 7.5 just for room. And I want to make the 6 to 8 layers thick. That's optimal length so that the gives good protection for your cell phone and it's still pliable enough that you can fold it for your phone case.
Okay, so I went ahead and put 8 layers on this strip. Now I'm going to switch colors.
Okay, when you start adding your second color, you just want to overlap it just about 1/4 inch onto your first color. That way it's still one solid sheet.
Okay, so I'm done with my second color now. I'm going to move on to my third color.
Okay, this is after we've added the blue layer of duct tape, so now all 3 layers are here, as well as calling the duct tape sheet earlier. This is what we use to fold to make our cell phone case.
When you make this, like I said earlier, you want to have enough to wrap completely around the cell phone with about 2 inches overhang, 2 to 3 inches overhang. And on the width, you want a good 3/4 of an inch to an inch on the sides, give you a little leeway. You want to make sure that your phone has a little bit of room so that when it sits on the bottom it pokes out on top here. That allows you to pull it out of the case when it's on your hip. So the first thing I want to do is I want to trim it up just a little bit. This bottom of the top flap, if this is your pocket here, this is your pocket. This top flap you want to come down to about there. So you look at 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch gap there from the bottom. That's about perfect for aesthetic purposes. A real easy way to make this pocket is just to crimp them over and then add a small piece of duct tape on each side. A little bit more classy way to do it, a little bit more involved, is to cut out the bottom so that way you can fold these over. sized up right here. Right here at the bottom, the center of my phone. I'm going to make a cut on the bottom. I want to come all the way and meet my phone on the edge here. So I'm going to make this incision. Make it right there. You want to come over about the width of your phone, maybe a little bit wider, to allow the phone to bend. This is where your knife comes in handy. Just cutting out this little piece. Again, young children, get your parents to help you here.
Okay, so once we finish making the slit on the red side, we're going to make one identically the same on the blue side. It needs to be the same height in the bottom of the case, the same width, and the same depth. That way the case will set level on your hip.
Okay. Now, as my phone is right there at the edge of my cut. So fold this up, and now we're going to want to cut. See, this back flap is going to fold in. It's going to fold on top of it. In order for that to mesh, not to my phone, I'm going to have to trim some off of here. I'm going to leave about 3/8 of an inch, slightly under what the width of my phone is.
Okay, so you're going to take the width of your slit and then take 3/8 of an inch off. This is about 1/4 of an inch. And you're going to make 2 markings from the outer edge of your duct tape sheet, and then make a straight line and then trim off that excess. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. And remember, you're only doing this to the top half of the duct tape sheet, not the bottom half. Okay, so you're going to take enough off the top so that way you leave about 1/2 an inch showing on the bottom section, as you will see here.
Okay. So, we're going to clean up the edges here. Now that we've cut them, we need to clean up again.
Okay, so we're going to cut, now that we've put the triple duct tape laid out, we're going to cut it from corner to corner, and the tab facing away from the duct tape sheet, you're just going to cut off. And then you're going to fold the white strip over and just fold that tip down. And there you have it. Trim off any excess that you may have hanging off the edge. Okay, so we're going to do the same thing we did on the red side to the blue side. And then once you get that done, you move up onto the middle section. The middle section is rather easy. You just make a couple wraps and then make sure that the edge of the duct tape lands in the middle of your sheet.